Hey guys, Maroon here. Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you some ankle, knee and hip mobility. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to start by hugging my knee from under my thighs. I'm going to start by working the ankle. So from here, I'm going to extend my ankle down, rotate it in, up, a bit to the side and keep going. This nice circular motion. Try not to flex or extend your toes as much as possible and keep it only in the ankle. I'm gonna go for 2 more rotation on the same direction. There you go. Now reverse it, start up. While doing that, make sure your back is straight. You're hugging your knee all the way back. If that's uncomfortable, you can do it while sitting on a chair or a bench. Try only to focus, go for slow, circular, controlled motion. Good. Now from here, we're gonna continue with the knee. With the knee, I need always to keep my toes pointing up. So always flexion in the ankle. So I'm working the knee. So I rotate my toes out while keeping flexion the ankle. So always toes pointing up and out. I'm gonna extend my leg. When I reach my road dog kick, I'm gonna rotate it in and slowly control down. When I rotate in, I keep flexion in the ankle. So I'm keeping my toes always pointing up. Same direction, 2 more reps. With control up, rotate in, slowly down. 1 more. All right. You're gonna keep your toes pointing in, always flexion, no extension, always flexion. You're gonna lift up, rotate out, and slowly control down. You're gonna go 4 more reps. With control, focusing on the knee, trying not to compensate with any other joints while doing that. 2 more. That's a great way to take care of your joints. In this case, we're working the ankle and the knee. Okay, we're gonna switch to the other side. So same thing, I'm gonna start by hugging my thigh, crisscrossing my fingers from here. And I'm gonna start by extension, rotation in, up, a bit to the side and keep going. This nice circular motion with the ankle. Try to keep your toes neutral as much as possible. Nice. Go to the other direction. So you can do that while standing with your knee locked. So you can do it in different planes of motion. In today's video, I'm going to show it to you while we're going to do it while sitting down. Okay, we're going to continue with the knee. So toes pointing in, always flexion in the ankle. You're going to lift your leg up, rotate out, and control it all the way down. In, up, rotate, slowly down. 3 more. Last one. All right. Keep your toes pointing out. Lift up. Rotate it in. Slowly control down. The more you have control, the more you go slower, the better you can gain control over your body. Especially with the descent. Control your leg down. 1 more. Alright, so that's for the ankle and the knee. We're gonna continue up. We're gonna do some rotations for the hip. So join me and lay on your side, hips facing straight. I'm gonna start with my legs in 90-degree angle. I'm gonna start by lifting the knee up, opening up the hips, internally rotating by bringing the ankle a bit back, and then controlling down. While I do that, you need to make sure you're not arching with the lower back. So keep your pelvis tucked in, make sure the rotation is only coming from the hip. And do some rotations, 2 to 3 reps back and forth. Just warming up the hips. You can even place your hand on your hip so it gives you a feedback of when your hip is spilling back. So whenever you feel like your hip is swinging too much, you can stop that and make sure the rotation is only coming from the hip and not from the lower back. One more back and forth. So up, up, up. Open up the hips. Keep your toes pointing up so there's no extension, always flexion of the ankle. Internally rotate without the arch in the lower back. Slowly control down. If you also have ankle weight, that's a good way to progress the move. So you can ankle weight, add some weight, and that'll become more challenging. All right, let's go ahead and switch to the other side. Same thing, gonna start with your torso should be in line with your hips. So either you crisscross your fingers to create more tension here, or if you want more feedback, you can place your arm here. Either way, you're gonna start by lifting up, opening up the hips, rotating your hip internally. Continue the circle till you reach down again, above your knees. Then reverse it, go back, back without the arch. When you feel you start to arch, stop there. Internally rotate, all the way, bring your knee up. Continue the circle. Finish back down. So that's a great way to take care of your joints, making sure they move into their full range of motion. And it helps you in any activity that you like doing. Good, last one backward. Internally rotate. All the way, slowly control down. Okay, so now that our hips are warmed up, we're gonna start in the 90-90 position. So I'm gonna be in this position here. Let's start with the right leg in the front, left leg back. The leg is forming a 90-degree angle, thigh straight. So from here, we're gonna start with this gentle warm up in this position. So I'm gonna land on my fingers, keeping my chest up, shoulder square. I'm gonna float over the front thigh, back up, lift my arms, try to reach the back ankle without lifting the front knee as much as possible, and control back. So a couple reps here. Last one. Okay, we're gonna focus on external rotation of the right leg. So the regression of this exercise is by posting on your elbow. The back or your torso is in a straight line, your elbows under your shoulder, there's space between your ears and your shoulders. And then from this position, you're gonna start by doing some ankle lift-offs. So the fact that you're lifting your ankle translates to the hips, targeting the hips into external rotation. So while you're lifting your ankle up, I don't want you to compensate by arching the lower back or leaning forward or changing any of your body position. So Start in the same body position, keep it there. Big inhale, exhale, split the contraction all over your body, and then lift your ankle up without lifting the knees, keeping your toes pointing up, so flexion the ankle. You're gonna hold for 5 seconds, and then you're gonna slowly parachute down. The progression is by landing here on your palms, same position. But remember, when you lift, you're not leaning backward and lifting. So you're gonna keep the same position, bracing your core, tucking your pelvis in. You're gonna lift, hold. You can even push your knee down to lift more. You're gonna hold for 3, 2, 1, and then slowly lower down. Same thing, watch out the back knee, everything should be stable. You're only moving, you're lifting only the ankle. Lift, hold, and slowly lower down. Big inhale, exhale, activate your whole muscles, your whole body. Lift, doesn't have to lift that much, you don't have to worry about how much you lift it. The fact that you're activating or lifting, that's already working your hips, so you don't have to worry about lifting too much. Try to hold it and slowly control it down. One more, brace your core, tuck your pelvis in, lift, hold. Slowly down. Perfect. When you feel like you need to get out of the stretch, you feel any tightness, any pinching, you go ahead, get out of the stretch, shake off your leg, and then you can come back to the same position. All right, we finished external rotation for the front knee, from the front hip. We're gonna do internal rotation for the left leg. So I'm gonna start by leaning forward. Let me just be in this position so you can see me from the side. So I'm gonna start leaning forward. Now from here, when I lift the ankle up, I'm not arching my lower back, same thing. This is the regression of the exercise, leaning forward so you can have more room to lift. If you feel that's easy, you're gonna post up a bit more up and then lift from here. Same thing, the aim is not how much higher you lift, it's how much you can control it up and then slowly parachute down. So get set, big inhale. From your core, exhale, start to squeeze, activate your legs, brace your core, tuck your pelvis in and lift without arching lower back. Hold, hold, 3, 2, 1. Slowly down. Hold. 2 more. One more. Hold. Slow it down. We're gonna do some hovers for an internal rotation. So I'm gonna lift, extend the leg, bend down, lift, bend the knee, control down. You can even come in this position, lift, extend, control down, without arching the lower back. Try to keep it all on the knee and the hip. So like we're saying, it's all about ankle, knee, and hips today. Two more. Nice. We forgot to do the same for external rotation. So let's stay in this position. So either on your elbows or on your palms. We're gonna do the same. We're gonna lift the ankle, extend, control down, lift, bend, control down. Try not to arch. It's important to keep it only in the hips. 2 more. Lift, 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 hold, control, parachute down. All right, perfect. We're gonna do the same thing for the other side. So you're gonna switch. Now the left leg is in front of you. We're gonna work external rotation of the left and then internal rotation of the right leg. You're gonna start with the same thing. You're gonna land on your fingers and then float over your front thigh while keeping your chest up, back straight. Then rotate, try to reach backward without lifting the front knee. Back and forth. So the challenge here is, if you want more progression, you're gonna activate your arms here, float over your front thigh, control back up, rotate, reach your ankle, back here. Let's go ahead and keep this dynamic movement. Last time, last rep. There you go. All right. Same thing. We're gonna work lift-offs for the front leg. So whichever regression or progression you want to start with, either on your elbows or on your palm. Get set, big inhale. Exhale, start to slowly lift up and hold. So you can always find that one side is easier or harder than the other. That's why you work one side at a time. You can even, if you know, so there's on your elbows, if that's easy and this is hard, there's one in the middle. So you're gonna bring your arm in on this way and then lift up from here. So this is in between elbow and palms. So that's another position that you can be at while doing the external rotation. So in whichever position you're at, try to keep it only on the hips. Tuck your pelvis in, don't arch, don't move the body position. Three more. Hold. Slowly control down. You're gonna do the hovers. You're gonna lift, extend the leg, slowly control it down, lift, bend, slowly control down. This way you work the ankle, the knee and the hip at the same time. To work the ankle here as well, you're gonna point your toes in, lift, control down. Try to point your toes out, lift, control down. One more. So when you place your hand here, try to lift, that's easier. So you can keep your arm here for more challenge. All right. You're gonna switch back to internal rotation of the right leg. So in this position, I'm gonna lean a bit forward. Now from here, I'm gonna tuck my pelvis in, take a big inhale, smooth the contraction, exhale everything out and lift. Hold, slowly lower down. If that's bothering you, you can move the knee up and down, the ankle up, back and forth. I need you to be in a position that you're comfortable with before you lift. Hold. Slowly control down. We're gonna have 3 more reps. Like I said, it doesn't matter how much you lift, as long as it's all coming from the hip and you feel it in the hip. That's what matters. Last wrap. Hold. Slowly exhale down. Okay, same thing, hovering back and forth. So lift, extend, slowly lower down, lift, bend, control down, back and forth. One more. All right. Okay, we're gonna finish with some transitions from one side to the other. So you're gonna start in one side 90, transition to the other side 90. That's the finisher of today's video. So I'll start in this position. You can go ahead and place your arms behind your back. Try to reduce your arch lower back. Start by lifting one leg up while keeping the front knee down. When you reach your rollback and you can't rotate anymore, you're gonna start by moving the other leg, transitioning slowly to 90 to the other side. Same thing, up, up. Whenever you feel you can't go anymore, you start to rotate. You can even hold for 1 second here, try to open up the hips more, and then slowly transition to 90. We're gonna do 2 more. You're gonna start, you can try it without laying back. So activate your arms here, start slowly lifting up, pivot on your toes, transition this position, and slowly control back to 90 on the other side. One more. All right, so to get out of the position. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care and see you next video.